This 10-minute video is a short introduction into yoga with weights. Now, yoga with weights is very helpful for many of us, as our muscles and our bones often don't get the amount of resistance and play that they really need to help us stay strong, reduce inflammation, and most importantly, protect the joints around. So my name is Carrie, and this short practice will incorporate light weights with some yoga moves that you love, that you know, and a little bit of information to help you get started on your yoga with weights journey. So join me to get warmed up first, and then we'll move into our weights practice. For this practice, you will need a couple of light weights. I have 1 kilo weights here, 2 of them. And I also have a slightly heavier weight. That one's a 3, which we can use in a little while as well. But don't worry if you don't have a heavier weight. I can show you what to do without. So let's get warmed up. Take a few moments here to come onto hands and knees. We'll just take a moment to roll a little bit forward and roll a little bit back. And the purpose of our warm-ups is to get the body moving, to get the joints and the body warm, but not to fatigue any of the muscles. So just take a few moments here to drop the belly, reach the back of your head to your tailbone, look up, and exhale here, nice big round through your spine. So we're just a few rounds of cat-cow to mobilize the spine, the shoulders, and to warm up into the wrists. Good, back to the center. And then what we'll do is we'll bring the wrists to face each other, the fingertips to face away from you. You can have the hands a little bit closer if that's comfortable. And just making some little circles here. Warming up the wrists, one way and the other. Good, and then gently back towards your center. Now crawl your hands back, lift your knees, and we're gonna come into a squat, just to warm up a little bit into the hips. So don't worry if your heels don't reach the floor, just a little bit of a lean here from side to side. Maybe softening into one shoulder, giving the other arm a moment to stretch up. And then over to the other side, lean and stretch open. Roll things back to the center and slowly stretch up through the legs. Heel toe your feet so they're about hip distance apart once again. And just let your whole self soften here over the legs. A nice bend in the knees to avoid that deep flexion of the spine. And when you're ready, slowly roll yourself up to stand. Give your hands a shake. And then come here and take hold of your little weights. We're going to step the feet nice and wide, and we're coming into our first pose, which is warrior 2. So you know this one well, I'm sure. Turn your left toes out, your back foot in, and we'll just take a few moments here to bend in and out of that front leg. And then we're going to bring the arms out in a cactus. So this is a nice cactus arms holding onto your weights, and your knuckles are facing forwards. If it gets too heavy at any point, you can take the weights away and just use your arms. So we're going to breathe in, lift nice and tall. And as you breathe out, bend into your front knee and bring in front of you your forearms, your elbows, your wrists. Then inhale, straighten your leg, open back out. Elbows parallel with the shoulders. And we're going to go a few times. Now, lots of people ask me, how do I know what weight is right for me? Well, different weights are used for different parts of the body. It's likely your biceps, your arms are going to be weaker than your legs. And so you want lighter weights for this sort of exercise where we're working with the arms. Now, there's a general rule of thumb here that if you can do 6 to 8 reps, we're going to change sides while I talk. Lower down, bring your arms together, open up. So we go for 6 to 8 reps, which means 6 to 8 of these in and out sort of movements. And if you get to 8 and you feel no fatigue at all in the muscles, then it's likely you could have a slightly heavier weight. If you get to 6 and it's a real struggle and things are really starting to fatigue, then it's likely your weights are a little bit too heavy. So that's just a little bit of a help. You can turn your front foot in now, drop your weights down, and just heel toe your feet back towards each other. So after each set of exercises, we just want to take a little rest moment to let the muscles have a break. So you can either put your weights down or hold on to them as we take a little side stretch. Let your left hand drop down your leg, right hand slowly creeps up the ribs, maybe looking towards the floor or just out in front of you. And then come back through the center and over to the other side. Back to the center here. Give those shoulders a nice roll. And we're going to come into the same exercise again. So widen your legs, turn your left toes out, bring your arms out to your nice cactus, and let's go. So slowly lift up, and as you bend into the knee, bring the arms together. So the idea here is that we repeat the exercises to begin to fatigue the muscles. We fatigue the muscles by creating the resistance, by using the weights. And essentially, the muscles react and they break down, the fibers break down. And then after we finish practice, we have some water, we have some protein, we have some rest, and the muscles grow back stronger or longer or both. So this is the very simple science behind what we're doing. So breathing here. Remember, we're going for around 8 repetitions. Perhaps you need a heavier weight here. Perhaps you need a light weight. Or if it feels strong, but you can still breathe, then you are spot on. Let's change sides. Breathe in and breathe out. Don't forget to breathe. So it's still yoga, which just means body, breath, connection in its simplest form. So let's go a couple more times here. Nice, strong shoulders. Good. And all the way back. Release your arms, heel toe your feet back towards each other. And just take a breath. You can lower your weights down or keep them here. As you let now your right hand drop down, left arm comes up, maybe looking down towards your feet. And then trade sides. Good. Back to the center. And we're going to lower these weights down to the ground. We're going to pick up a slightly heavier weight now. And if you don't have a heavier weight, you can also use your 2 little weights and hold them together. We're going to do an exercise for the thighs and the glutes. Now, these muscles are likely more strong than your arms, which is why you probably can have a slightly heavier weight. So turn the heels in, turn the toes out, pick up your weight, and we're going to hold it like a goblet. And as we breathe in, we'll stand tall. And as we'll breathe out, we'll gently bend into the knees, coming into a goddess squat. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, slowly down. And we'll do this a few times, again, going for that repetition of 6 to 8 rounds. And trying not to bounce. So it's very easy to bounce in this sort of a shape. But the slower we can move, the more resistance we can build for those muscles, the more beneficial the practice is for us. So we're going to go one more round and then we're going to have a little bit of fun. Soften everything down to your squat. Squat as low as you can and will pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, well done, 3, 2, and 1. Lift yourself up slowly. Turn your feet in. Heel toe them gently back towards each other. Then gently bend your knees as you place your weight back down on the ground. Give yourself a little shake. Shoulders a little roll. And then breathe in, lift up. And breathe out, fold. Oh, all the way up and over the legs. Give yourself a breath, maybe a lean and a lift with one side and the other. And all the way down to the ground. So I'm going to show you one more exercise today. Just as an example, this is one that we can do without weights, and we can use the resistance of the body to help build strength. So for this one, we're going to lift the legs off the floor, calves parallel with the ground, and the toes, feet flexed. Arms come up, and if it feels okay, so does your shoulders and your neck. From here, we're going to extend the left leg, reach the right arm back, and then slowly back to the center and extend the other side. So often when we do a core pose, like a boat pose in yoga, we're often a little bit more fluid. But when we're focusing on this strength training and this stability around the hips, the pelvis, and the lower back, the form here is very important. Moving nice and slow. And you'll start to notice things are shaking. This is the body resisting the movements, the muscles. Everything taking its time to get involved. When you're ready, you can lower your head down, bring those knees in for a little squeeze. And in our full strength classes, they last for 30 minutes. Here on the Frog Project, you can participate in these sorts of movements. We do 2-3 rounds of each one, and we add some fun variations too. So come give them a go. This is just a little taster, an introduction. So just let your whole self lie down here now. Take a couple of deep breaths. Allowing all of the cortisol, the energy that's been kind of conjured up in the last 10 minutes. Now letting it release, because you don't need it now. You don't need to carry it with you. So take a couple of breaths here. And when you feel ready, some little movements, a nice stretch. A gentle roll onto your side and slowly push yourself up to sit. And there you have it, a quick strength routine, kind of introducing the basics. And if you'd like a little bit more of this, come join our live strength classes. 30 minutes each, twice a week at the moment. And we look forward to seeing you there.